And indeed, welcome to Take Two. Hello, everybody, and indeed, welcome to another edition of the Chicago Tony V Show. Hello, nice to have you. Welcome to episode 216 for Thursday, December 16th, 2021. 9 days till Christmas, everybody. 9 days. It's kind of go time. It's getting really close. Need to start getting very serious about our holiday preparation. You know, I would say to you, if there's something you want for Christmas, 9 days left, just go ahead and buy it for yourself. Sometimes you've asked for certain gifts or you're hoping for certain gifts. I say just go buy it. Be it. Amber Glow's in the house. Amber's on the gold medal podium finish. Good to see you, Amber. And I missed everyone yesterday. I was under the weather. I had a weird, let's call it devastating. It was not fun to go through. Some sort of 24-hour flu deal. I'm not entirely convinced that the flu still exists. Etc. Something happened to my thing with the thing. I don't see myself on the screen anymore. Does anyone see me on the screen? This is weird. Uh-oh, yeah. Having technical difficulties. Let me stop video. Let me start video. I don't think that's going to work. Holy cow. Oh, sound is bad too. All right, I'm bailing. I'm going to redo it. Bailing. Oh, wait. Am I still live? Holy cow. Still thinks I'm live? Is it better now? What in the world is going on? Hey, just for good measure, I'm going to go ahead and restart the podcast recording. Can everyone hear me now? Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? Weird. I closed out Chrome and opened back up and the stream was still going. You guys, will someone confirm? Oh, it appears choppy. That might be actually my... I noticed that my video camera is like... see the movement with the fireplace back there? I think it might be affecting the zoom of the camera. Must be the wind in the windy city, says Lady Letter Carrier. Do we, I guess it looks okay for me right now. This is really quite the bucking bronco. Georgia Girl's in the stunning redhead, Tank's in the house, Amber, Lady Letter Carrier. All the VIPs are showing up. I don't know what world happened. Who knows? You know, you miss a day of screaming shits, and then just all hell breaks loose. The applications don't remember how to work correctly. Who knows? I guess after 216 shows, this will be a good test. I don't even know if this sucker's recording at this point. Oh well. Soon find out. We will soon find out. Tank says he had the beer missing nightmare last night. Is it a recurring nightmare for you? I was just talking with some family members when I was up in Chicago with my mom. Turns out we all have similar recurring dreams. It's usually It's about being in school, although none of us are old enough to have been in school. I mean, it's been 30, 40 years. 30 years. For my mom, it's been 60 years. Holy cow. Anyway, we have the same recurring dream, which is I forgot that I was taking a certain class. I forgot to ever go. And now it's finals time. Isn't it weird? Tank says this is a recurring dream. That your beard is missing. I have a recurring dream that my hair is missing. The hair on my head. I wake up and I realize, holy shit, that wasn't a dream. Whatever. Should that be a contest prize one day? So win a contest, you get to see the Big Diesel's receding hairline. Why would anyone compete for that? I don't know. Anyway, it's going to be a bucking bronco. First of all, I need to bail 10 minutes early this morning. We're already at a deficit. This is gonna be a good test of skills. So 10 minutes early today. Also, we have a VIP caller today that I set up for you because I'm super nervous. I hope that's going to work. Tank's music homework today is Black Sabbath. Changes. Black Sabbath. Everyone's saying hello to each other this morning. It's one big happy family. So today's going to be Bucking Bronco. I have a VIP caller. Thank you all for the well wishes during my 24-hour bout with the screaming shits. That's a medical term. I think it's Latin. That was not very fun. I still don't feel myself. But I'm on the mend. I feel well enough to do the show. Yesterday, no way. Yesterday would have been one big dud. Tammy's in the house. Everyone's getting situated. So, I wanted to start out with, as we prepare for the VIP caller, which I really hope this works out. I'm super nervous. I wanted to start with, now for maybe some of you real hardcore people, this might be a replay. Probably for most of you not. Lady says I need to give my gut more flora now. Can you give me her phone number? Sounds good to me. Anyway, I was gonna do this video yesterday. I was gonna do this on the live stream yesterday in Twitch, and all hell broke loose. Well, my bowels broke loose, right? And so it didn't happen. So I want to start. I want to set the tone for a message I was going to play yesterday, and it didn't happen. It's up on YouTube. So some of you people who are crazy enough to actually follow my YouTube have seen this, and I apologize. For the rest of you, here it goes. Get ready. Here we are. 3, 2, 1. Hello, everybody, and indeed, welcome inside the Prius. The Big Diesel is driving right now the most fuel-efficient car I've ever owned. It is the Toyota Prius. I love this car. This is going to be my RV on the way to Phoenix, by the way. I'm super excited about that. But that's actually not what I wanted to talk about today. I just wanted to take a minute to just share a thought that I've had. And that thought is, I'm getting to a point of clarity on something that's been kind of bugging me. And what's been bugging me is I just feel like I've gotten to a point where I need more joy in my life. And I think it's probably for obvious reasons, right? It's the past couple years have been a total shit show. And my daily existence, aside from the show, obviously the Chicago Tony V show has been an absolute pleasure, and it will continue to be. So that's not changing. It's evolving. It's going to get better. But it's not changing. But the trajectory of my existence outside of the show has really been a downward spiral. I'm kind of living like a hermit more and more. I think it's not good. And I just don't have enough joy in the other parts of my life. And I'm getting to the point where I've decided that's not acceptable. So I'm going to do something about it. Now, what am I going to do about it? I'm not entirely sure. I don't have a crystal clear image of what I'm going to do about it. I have some concepts, some ideas. I mean, here's as clear as I've gotten on this. I think that I need more adventure in my life. Okay, so road tripping to Phoenix in February is going to be an example of that. I'm going to take this bad machine here and have a road trip and have a great time, and it's going to be awesome. But I need more. I need more adventure. And after 2 years of this very challenging situation that we're in, and all the divisiveness and all the bad news and all that stuff, I just feel like I've had enough. So I am bound and determined to have more adventure in my life. I can't keep going feeling like life doesn't have much meaning. That's a horrible feeling. When I'm at home outside of the show, I kind of feel these days like I'm almost like under house arrest. Now, I can freely go around and go places and all that stuff, but it's weird. Over the 2 years, I've kind of been conditioned, like so many people, just to be by myself, just because it's easier, right? And I just don't think that's right. I don't think it's healthy. So I'm bound and determined to have more joy, more adventure. Past that, I don't know what it's going to be. Obviously, I'm videotaping this right now, and that's kind of an indication that part of my concept is I'm going to be trying to document this as best I can. And just, who knows, maybe finding more joy, more adventure for myself is going to maybe inspire someone else to do the same thing. I don't know. We'll see. But I'm just going to have more adventure. Won't you join me? Anyway, thanks for listening to my rant. Talk to you later. Won't you join me? Oh my goodness. Well, it's funny, as I was sitting there watching that video while you guys were watching that video, I was thinking to myself, like, do I sound too pathetic? Is this a cry for help? I didn't mean it to be that way, but it's just like, the off hours, in between shows, as you would say. It's a whole lot of drudgery. I think that's why May had the question during the video. Would you consider streaming more than one day? I've thought of things like, hopping on and doing like an AMA, that sort of thing. Not necessarily to a fixed schedule, because to be totally honest, like doing the show every day like this really is, it's quite the accomplishment. Like, it takes a lot out of me, that sort of thing. I love it. It's super fun. Man, doing it multiple times, or at least people expecting it to come back again. I don't know. Mammy, what I'm thinking, he says, until you go on your adventures. Maybe. Absolutely. I think we ought to be on the Pepperoni Disc. We ought to have like station office hours. That's one thing we should do. Whatever. Let's say it's Sunday afternoon or evening, whatever. We need to just pick a time where we can just hang out in the lounge. I think that would be very good. This disconnectedness is what's kind of bothering me. And just as I said in the video, I just kind of feel like what's starting to concern me is it feels like I'm preferring the being alone stuff. I prefer it. I get nervous now when I'm around other people, and that's freaking weird. I think it's just because it's been so long now. Lady says, at least you're not thinking to fill the void, Tony. That's right, not yet. I feel like if I had to become an ackie, I would really have to work at it. Booze is just not my thing. It's just totally not my thing. So as I said, Mammy says, a very honest account of how you feel. I'd love to see evening stream. Maybe that's something I should think about, Mammy. I'm not sure. It it would open up. It would open me up to probably another group of people potentially, because I can tell you the number of people who tell me, "Oh, I would watch your show, but it's so damn early. Like, how do you do it?" You know, they have other stuff going on. So, Amber likes the idea of lounge time. Yeah, man, I think we should have a standing. We should know when it is. We should hang out, be able to hang out with each other. You know, let's get the most out of this Discord deal. Why not? Tank says we're more pleasant than real life assholes. I'm not even around real life assholes because I'm not a real life people hardly ever. You know, that's the thing. So, in regards to, you know, what am I going to do with my other time? I am generally thinking, and this is one of the reasons I got that GoPro. I don't know where it is. I have cameras laying around everywhere. Like here's this is the kind of camera that's us right now. So whatever, I might take one of these on the road. I'm going to take a GoPro. I'm going to do some crazy shit. I don't know exactly what it is yet. I think maybe document it. I'm going to try and do some more video and just I need to have fun. I need to have adventure. I need to grow. Anyway, so speaking of having fun and growing, maybe it's time now. As I said, I have a VIP call. I don't know if this is going to work out. I'm super nervous. I think you guys are going to like this. I think. So, but I need to summon the caller. Got him to agree to call in. We'll see. So this little call that might happen here in a second, it might not. I couldn't tell if this person was serious. Are you really? Oh, here comes a call. Hello. You're on the Chicago Tony V show. Who's this?
This is Lucenzo.
Lucenzo. Oh my goodness.
Hi.
Lucenzo. Oh, it's great to have you on the show. Did you hear all the pepperonis cheer for you? I've never seen that on a phone call.
No.
Oh, you didn't hear that?
No.
Wait, hold on. Let me ask them to cheer again. Hold on. Pepperonis, would you cheer for Lucenzo? Let's see if he can hear it. Oh, they cheered louder that time, Lou. They cheered louder that time. Well, you know, I've never had one of the Chicago Tony V employees call in. And now that I think about it, Lucenzo, you're probably the only one with you're the only one that I would even allow on the show, I think. Vince, my dopey computer guy, he's never getting on. I've decided, unless something changes. But Lou, I ran into you in the neighborhood the other day. You're always asking me when's the next music thing, because you're my audio guy when I play music on the show.
Yeah.
You've always said you're looking for a job. Share with people, how old are you, Lou?
I'm 13.
13 years old and already looking for a job. That's very, very impressive. I think you're going to go places, and I will say, you know, when you started being my audio guy for those live streams, which I'm sorry we haven't done one in a long time because Mr. Tony needs to practice. But anyway, you knew that it was a live stream, and you worked very well under pressure. So I think you're going to go places. Anyway, we ran into each other in the neighborhood the other day, and you said you wanted to be on the show, and you had an idea of maybe something to talk about. What's our topic today?
Our top 3 Christmas movies.
Our top 3 Christmas movies. I think it's the perfect time. To share Christmas movies. Now, Lucenzo, I would assume you've probably watched, 13 years old. You've probably watched a whole lot of Christmas movies in your life. Would you say that's correct?
Yeah.
Okay, very good. Now, let's do so. Let's have you give your top three. I'll give my top three. It'll be interesting to see if we've seen this Christmas movies. Even that'll be interesting.
Yeah.
Let's do. Ooh, give your number three, then I'll give my number three, then your number two, I'll give my etc. etc. You get the pattern? That sound good?
Yep.
Okay. Here we go. And by the way, the pepperonis, they're given three. Okay, so Lucenzo, what is your number three? Your number three Christmas movie, third best.
Christmas Vacation.
Christmas Vacation. That is an absolute classic. Do you have a favorite part of that movie?
I think the introduction is so weird.
The introduction. I'm trying to even remember what the introduction is.
It's like a cartoon version of Santa, and he electrocutes himself and stuff.
Oh yeah, that's right. Oh my gosh. You mean to tell me Chevy Chase and everyone did that whole movie and your favorite part was the cartoon in the front?
Yeah.
I hope he's not listening. He might really be offended. But I think that's a great pick for number three. My number three is going to be A Christmas Story. Have you ever seen A Christmas Story?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. The Red Ryder BB gun, and you'll shoot your eye out, all that stuff. I think that's a great one. I used to watch that when I was a kid all the time. Very good memories. Okay, what's your number two?
Number two is probably Home Alone 1.
A classic. Speaking of number two, Lucenzo, I don't know if you knew this. I don't know if you knew. I had the absolute screaming schritz yesterday. I couldn't do the show. Lucenzo, you know what's bad. I don't know if you've ever noticed when you're sitting on the toilet. All right, there's certain sounds you want to hear. And the sound you don't want to hear is like someone pouring a gigantic pitcher of water. That's when I knew I was in big trouble. Anyway, okay, I'm sorry. Number two. Oh, wait. Oh, you said Home Alone is your number two. Is that what you said?
Uh-huh.
I think that is a tremendous pick. It is a tremendous movie. My favorite part in that movie, Lou, is where Joe the spider is on Harry's. Harry's laying on the ground, and the spider's on his chest, and Marv's gonna hit it with a crowbar. Marv, what are you doing, Marv? Don't do it. That is a tremendous movie. I love it. Let's see. So my number two movie of all time is going to be, I'm actually going to give a category. And I don't know if you've ever seen these. See, when I was a kid, when I was your age, we used to have these, all these Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer movies. They were made with like sort of puppets.
Oh, yeah.
Have you seen those?
Yeah.
Oh my God. That's when I was your age. That's how I knew it was Christmas season, because they would show those on TV. I would get so excited. Are there presents under your tree already?
Yeah.
Now, when you walk past those and look at them, do you just get super excited? Does it make you wonder what's in there?
Kind of, because there's this one present under my tree that's just paper. Like, it's bull.
Oh.
And I wonder what it is, because my mom says it's the best present guaranteed.
Oh my gosh. Holy cow. Already might need to do a follow-up call after Christmas, because everyone's going to be so just so curious. That's really interesting. It's just a bent piece of paper. Maybe like stock in a gold mining company, something like that. Who knows? Probably
That'd
something
be
way
funny.
that would you like that, or would
Yeah.
you would? Oh, okay, that's a smart kid. All right, let's see. Have I given? Oh yeah, my number 2 is all those Heat Miser, Frost Miser, all those claymation movies. Okay, Lucenzo, what is your number 1 Christmas movie of all time?
Home Alone 2.
Home Alone 2. The first 2 Home Alones are in your top 2. That's really interesting. Home Alone 2 is where they go to New York City, right?
Yeah.
Now let me ask you this, Lucenzo. Do you think it's fair to say when this family, was it 2 Christmases in a row? They left him somewhere stranded? I figure probably because he was about the same age. Do you think?
I think it was. So they left him alone the first time, and then there was one year where they didn't go out there for Christmas, and then they were going to Florida, I think, and he went to New York.
Right. Okay, so maybe there was a break. Anyway, was there a part of you when you're in the next movie where you're just thinking, parents just are bad parents, like they keep losing this kid?
Well, like in the second one, it's not their fault at all, but in the first one, it's totally their fault.
Yes, that's a good point. That's a very good point. The first one is totally their fault. The second one, not their fault. That's right. Although, here's the problem: they were still rushing to catch their plane, right? In the second one.
Yeah, because I forget how they unplugged their clock that time. I think they just unplugged it and then plugged it back in.
Wow. Unbelievable. But if it were me, and if Kevin were my little dinky do, after missing him the previous Christmas, I would have been holding his hand the whole way. I would have been like, I'm letting go of this kid.
Yeah. Put him in one of those base strap things that goes on your chest.
Totally. Yes, with like the phone cord between you. Yes, absolutely.
Like the mini-me thing.
Exactly. That's what I was thinking. Oh, Austin Powers. Okay. Tanks Kevin had the worst parents. Child Services should have taken Kevin and put him in the system. Oh my God.
Very true.
Okay, so my favorite holiday movie of all time, Chanzo, is actually going to be your number 3. Christmas Vacation, I think it might just be my favorite movie of all time, let alone holiday movie. I think the work of genius, that Christmas Vacation. So let's see. I've seen all the movies you mentioned. So you've seen Christmas Vacation. You've seen the A Christmas Story. Have you seen those old time Rudolph movies?
Yeah.
Okay, we've all look at that. We've each seen the same thing. That's interesting. Okay, well, Lucenzo, I promise. Oh, I don't know if you know this. I was just telling the pepperonis earlier. I'm going to be doing video and stuff like that. So I might need what's that?
Yes.
I might need a cameraman. Are you up for kind of a second job in Chicago Tony V Enterprises?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. We'll so I'll show you all the cameras. Something we gotta set up some sort of we gotta figure out what we're gonna video, and if you can do makeup and make me look prettier before we shoot the video, that's even better. I doubt it. That was a joke, Lucenzo. Sorry.
I'll go to beauty
school.
Yeah.
I'm sure your mom would have no question about that one.
And maybe I'll drop.
Oh no! Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. Okay.
Dropout.
Right. School Dropout. What's that? That's oh my gosh.
Yeah.
We've seen all the movies, Lucenzo. Okay, listen, buddy. Have a let's see, today's Thursday, so I'm sure you're going to school today, huh?
Yep.
Okay. Have a great day at school. And thank you for calling in, sir. And thank you for being a part of the team. You're super important.
Thanks.
Okay. Talk to you later, Lucien. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Oh my goodness. Well, I don't know how anyone else felt about that, but that was super fun for me. Super fun. He's a good kid. He's a good kid. And I really am going to be my cameraman. I have this thing about I think a lot of times kids are kind of first of all, I think they need responsibility. You know, it's good for them. But then also they're way more capable than people give them credit for. I would say honestly, when he was working this audio board next to me, he actually did a great job. I explained it to him, and it's like he got it. So we'll see. Man, Mama had to flee. Tremendous to see her. Let's see. Let's see what else is going on. I think so. Again, I need to peel away at about 7:50. Unfortunately, I wonder where RoboKitty is. Anyway, let's dig into some mailbag just to see what we got here. Since just yesterday, I'm sure I got to dig out and that sort of thing. Okay. Oh, if anyone wants to send a link to the show, we love it. It's super fun. Send it to our email address, chicagotonyv@gmail.com. And eventually it'll get on the show, hopefully. All right. First letter. Hey, Big Diesel, the prepper tip. Do you have a bug out bag? What's in it? If you don't have one, do you have plans to make one up? What will be in it? This is from Ken from Louisville, Kentucky. So Ken, no, I don't have a bug out bag, but I definitely aspire. I aspire to have a bug out bag. I aspire to have a bug out bag, and I tell you, so I have. You know what I realized the other day? I have a. You know how some people, when they're doing like diets, they'll have or exercise, they'll have a partner. They'll do it with someone else, like, hey, we're together. Well, I really have kind of a prepper buddy, right? We're just, and we're both kind of in the same phase. Like, we're way late to the game, but we sort of both recognize recently, you know, like, hey, it might make sense to really start getting ready, just in case. But I've also realized, and he and I were just talking about it the other day, we both, I think it's, if something did happen, like whatever, let's say electricity was out or whatever, like for a while, I think we're going to learn that we are very unprepared. Very unprepared. Now, what's kind of scary is he and I have probably done more than most people to prepare, but we're still horribly unprepared. I want a bug out bag. My problem is what I need now is like a bug out semi. I have too many possessions. I'm actually glad to get the letter, because one of the things I need to do is to just really think through. If I'm in a situation where I need to just pick up a bag and run for my life, like, what do I want in it? I don't really know. I'm sure there's 100 YouTube videos on that. I'm sure there's some very, very good information. I mean, I know I'd bring my bush knife. I'd bring a way to start a fire. I'd bring cash. I might bring, let's call it self-defense mechanisms, maybe. The pepperonis really liked Lucenzo. Plumber says too bad he's not old enough to go road tripping with. Yeah, Yeah, he'd be a good road crew, right? Maybe by the time he's old enough and everything, he'll have years of camera experience and whatever. Who knows? Maybe he can. Maybe he'll be the king of my YouTube channel one day. I have a bug out ambulance. Georgie girl reminds me, and this is true. This is true. This is true. So it's not like I have nothing, but the point is I have too many possessions. So I don't know. I need to think through a bag. I just think, let's see what he says. He says ammo, cigars, first aid kit, MRE, cash are in my bag. Yeah, there you go. I think the good news is the stuff that I would want in a bug out bag, I already own. It's really just organizing it and just getting it ready. I would say I have more and more. I have packs everywhere. I have a cooking backpack. I have now a backpack for my GoPro. I have a work backpack. I'm way too old to have a work backpack. Way too old. I don't know about that. MREs. I have a bunch of MREs. A bunch. I think they're fun. Let's see. Next letter. Dear Tony, I love the sound of your podcast. Would you mind telling me what microphone you use? I'm starting up my own pod next year, and I want to sound as mint as possible. Thank you, sir. This is John. All right. Well, thank you. Yes, real quick. So the microphone I'm talking into right now, I guess you can kind of see it, is a Rode. Let's see, a Rode Procaster. A Rode Procaster. Rode also makes something called a pod, which I've heard is very good. I did a bunch of research, and I thought this would be this Procaster would be better than the pod mic. If I remember correctly, it cost me about like 225 bones. I do remember once I plugged it in compared to the old mic, it sounded way better. Instantly. Now I also have a, and I think for those of you on the video show, let's see if I can even, right there in the background, that is a Shure SM7B. This is the microphone that Joe Rogan has, if anyone's ever seen the Joe Rogan podcast videos. So I use that. I currently use that when I'm playing piano, which you can also see back there, which is very rare. Genzo really hopes that I would do that more often because I pay him to run my audio. But that Shure S7B is a very good microphone. It sounds awesome. That one's like $350, something like that. So either of those microphones I would swear by. I think they're both great. Let's see. Next letter. Hey, Tony, you have camped in your Prius before? Like, how is that even possible? What does this even mean? Does it mean you slept in your Prius? Was it comfortable? Help me to understand. This is from Jenny from Cedar Rapids, Iowa. So Jenny must have seen my YouTube video yesterday. Yes, I've slept in Prius. Yes, I have. It's a real thing. It's just like anything these days. You can find these niche communities of people doing this fun and exciting stuff. And years ago, I somehow discovered people, like traveling countries, sleeping in their Priuses. At first, it sounded ridiculous, and then I bought a Prius, and then I tried it out, and it's actually kind of really fun. Lady Letter Carrier thinks I need a musical intro every time the show starts. Oh, she says you need to do a musical intro every time the show starts. I don't know. Maybe one day. Day. I have big plans. The thing is, what I found is, and I don't know if it's my age, I don't know if it's my decrepit brain or whatever, but the stuff accomplished is way less than the stuff I plan to accomplish. So I don't know. But speaking of accomplishing, I do want to do some YouTube videos just to show. I have somewhere packed away. I have all my equipment to set up the Prius, just like the Prius is marvelous because you can keep it running all night. Like I remember in the dead of summer camping in that, and I had air conditioning. It was freaking glorious. You can leave the car running all night. Every while it starts, but it's very, very subtle. It doesn't, wake you and all that. At least it didn't wake me up. And I'm going to shoot some videos of that. And yeah, believe it or not, it's a thing. I've heard of a guy. There's a guy on YouTube who lives out of his Prius. Lives. First time I saw a video of this guy, he had living in that car for like years. Now, it's not a sad thing, right? This is not like just a down on his luck homeless person. This is like a person who probably was like, you know what? I want to see the country. I want adventure, like I said. And I don't spend so much money. I don't have to be worrying about money. And this guy figured out I can live in my Prius. It sounds crazy to people, rightfully so. But when you watch this videos, it's like, wait a minute. Like he doesn't have to work ever. He can, because the gas mileage is so good, he can go wherever he wants to. Maybe he'll be at QuiltCon in Arizona in February. You never know. Anyway, I saw a video the other day, and now 6 years he's been living out of that car for 6 years. So I don't intend to do anything like that, but I do intend to travel for fun and see. Like I might camp a night on the way to Phoenix in my Prius. We'll see. Let's see, 7:42. Okay, minus 8 minutes till I have to bail. Let's get another letter in here. Dear Tony, there is this genius kid who lives in my neighborhood and thought you would get a total kick out of his side hustle. The kid built a wood-fired pizza oven out of rocks and clay that he found for free. He did have to invest a little bit in fire bricks for the inside. He talked parents into letting him keep this oven on the side of their driveway. Anyway, he does carry out and delivery pizza sales to the whole neighborhood now, and it's taking up like wildfire. I've had the kid's pizza, and I'm not kidding. It was really good. He is 14 years old, and this thing started because his mom and dad told him they would never buy him a car when he's old enough to drive. They said he was on his own. Bam, a new entrepreneur is born. Anyway, I thought you would love that story. Keep up the great work. This is from Freddie B. Yeah, that's an awesome story. That's an awesome story. Just think, 14 years old. That's 1 year older than the kid that just called in. Why am I coughing so much today? I hope that's not a foreshadowing. Maybe I need a drink. I wonder where everyone went. Where did all the comments go? Anyway, yeah, that's cool. And I was saying earlier, think about it. Like whatever it was, 100 something years. Tank says, better not cough too hard. May shit your britches. Thank you, Tank. Oh, man. That's right. I don't have enough separation from the bad times. Anyway, yes, I think 120 years ago, was it? Let's see, is my math right? Yeah, 19. Yeah. Child labor everywhere. People say, oh, awful, horrible. It's not like it was child slave labor. But there's a lot of kids who I think probably got some self-worth because they were helping support their families. Think of that. You got an 11-year-old working in a, some textile mill, right? Sewing on buttons or some shit, helping her pay the mortgage. I don't know. I'm just saying. So it sounds. I mean, my God, this kid sounds fascinating. Built a freaking pizza oven from shit he found laying around. That's tremendous. That's tremendous. He must be a born entrepreneur, I would think. Lady says 8-year-olds working 14-hour days. Maybe in some cases. Maybe in some cases. If you read, I've read books about that era where it's actually some of these things were a pretty good deal. Like, for example, I'm not going to remember the particulars, but there was in a textile mill, I think probably somewhere in New England, way back in the day, they would put on plays. They would have entertainment come in. They would serve the ladies tea. They would sometimes cater just because they needed their labor so badly. And in a lot of cases, the women didn't necessarily need to be there. This is back in a time when one income could support a family pretty comfortably. Remember those days? Those days are gone. At any rate, so I've read that it wasn't necessarily as one-sided as you think, and as horrific as slave labor. But that didn't happen. Oh, to none in the house. Yeah, health inspectors are going to shut him down. If he has a neighbor that's a dick, yes. But my guess is this kid's probably beloved in his neighborhood. And so he's probably fine. Plumber says, that's what I tell my daughter when she opens a gift. Some little kid your age made that for you. Be thankful you didn't have to make it. Yeah, so let me be clear. What's happening now in this day and age is, child slave labor in a lot of cases. I'm saying that it might be a little different from what it was back at the turn of the century, 120 years ago. That's what I'm saying. It wasn't necessarily quite as bad as, at least in things I've read. Tank says, let the kid fucking order up and somebody will bitch, piss, and moan. Maybe it's good that Tank doesn't live in this kid's neighborhood, at least as far as we know. That's funny. Let me see if I can fit another one in real quick. I got to bail early. Okay. Hey, Big Diesel, if you had to pick today, who wins the Super Bowl? My apologies to RoboKitty for the sports question. This is from Sid V from Buffalo, New York. Thank you for the question, Sid. Well, unfortunately for you, my pick is not the Buffalo Bills. It's like they're struggling a little bit. They're not quite as sharp as they seem this year. I think there are a lot of great teams in there. I got to go Packers. I say this as a Bears fan. I was waxing poetic about Aaron Rodgers the other day, which I'm sure he's pissed off Tank. But the Packers are damn good to me. They look good. They look real good. The Arizona Cardinals are also fascinating to me. Who would have guessed that little dude, their quarterback, the guy looks like a dwarf out there. Who would have thought that Kyler Murray, that guy would be so money? He has the eye of the tiger too. That kid's a winner. So maybe Arizona, they look damn good. Yeah, it's gonna be good postseason though. Don't tell me Twinkle Toes Tom Brady is going to another Super Bowl. Jesus fucking Christ. You would think the NFL just wouldn't let him. They'd find a way. They'd hire someone to go, slice his Achilles or something like that. Just so he's, like Carl the Greenskeeper. Yeah, Kyler Murray was a baseball guy. This kid is something special. I hope Twinkle Toes doesn't do it again. I really, really hope so. Listen, I have to get going. Thank you all. Sorry for the technical difficulties this morning. It's great to see everybody. It's been tremendous. And I will see you again tomorrow morning. Until we meet again, I just want to remind everybody, don't take any shit from anybody, okay?